What is going on, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to focus on how to start a career in tech in 2025. As someone who's been working as a senior engineer and tech lead for a little bit over a decade, I get this question a lot, and I fully understand it. It's very challenging and very intimidating to break into tech and land that first tech job if you're coming from another industry or even just starting your career from scratch. So stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'm going to lay out a 5-step process for how I would approach the industry from scratch. Step one. Step one in this process is to choose a cloud provider. There's 3 main cloud providers. There's AWS, there's Azure, and there's Google Cloud. And I strongly recommend you stick with one of these major 3 to start. If you don't know which one to choose, I always recommend AWS as it's very beginner friendly, and there's a lot of online material to help kind of handhold you throughout the learning process. I started with AWS and moved to Azure later in my career, but I know a lot of colleagues who have just stuck with a single cloud their entire careers and had a lot of success. So there's no wrong choice here. The important thing is that you get started. The next step in this journey is start working towards a practitioner level certification. All 3 cloud providers have a very well laid out and well-defined path towards obtaining certifications. Unlike other areas of tech, cloud certifications are still highly sought after and highly respected and are going to help make you a standout candidate. So naturally, you want to start working towards these early in your career. I'll link some references and resources below. I expect this to take anywhere from 1 to 3 months, really just based on your current technical understanding and also how much time you really can get heads down and learn the material. Don't skip this step, as this will help build the foundational knowledge and make the advanced concepts down the line a bit easier to grasp. Which takes us to the next step in your journey, which is to start really building a niche or finding your specialty in the cloud. One thing that I really recommend here is think back on your practitioner level certification. Is there anything that you are particularly good at or anything you really enjoyed? If so, lean into that and make that your specialty. And then what you want to do is work towards the associate level certification. One of the best things about the associate level certifications is not only do they help you build that advanced knowledge, but they also pay an average of $130,000 a year in today's market. If you're like me and you have a really hard time choosing a niche this early on in the process, I always recommend just going with the generic developer cert, as it really just allows you to be marketable and cast a wide net and not rule yourself out of a lot of the high pay, high demand tech jobs. Once you've built that advanced level knowledge, the next step in the journey is to go ahead and start getting hands-on experience and building projects. I recommend a couple different resources here. Number 1 is the AWS workshop, and number 2 is 100 Days of Cloud. Both of these resources lay out a bunch of really good beginner projects that allow you to get your feet wet and really hit the ground running and start building projects. Once you've built a couple projects, the next step is to pull together a portfolio or a resume. One resource I recommend here is the Cloud Resume Challenge, as it allows you to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and not only build a project, but also pull together your resume. At this point, you'll have a couple certifications as well as a bunch of projects that you can list out on your job application. From here, you want to start submitting job applications. One little bit of advice I have here is don't only submit applications for cloud engineering jobs. There's tons of supplementary technical positions on an engineering team that are high pay and high demand. For example, QA or automation engineering, technical writing, and even technical support. These are great ways to get your foot in the door and set yourself up for a very long and successful career. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in. If there's anything you'd like to see in the next one, go ahead and drop a comment below. And if not, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.